All right, let's dive right in. Your bone isn't just a static scaffold, It's a living, breathing microarchitecture, constantly rebuilding itself. But what happens when that whole system starts to fail? What happens when the very foundation begins to crumble?
First on our list is osteoporosis. Now, you can think of this as a silent thief. It just steals your bone mass. The key number you got to know is a T-score of -2.5 or lower on a DEXA scan. And here's the critical part. Biochemically, everything looks normal. The labs are clean. It's not a chemistry problem, it's just less bone.
Then you have something completely different, Paget's disease. This is not about having less bone. This is pure chaos. Imagine a construction site with no foreman, just massive disorganized bone turnover. And oftentimes, this whole chaotic process hides behind just one single lab finding, a crazy high alkaline phosphatase all by itself.
And our third target is Osteomalacia, literally soft bone disease. Now, this is a quality control issue. The bone quantity might be there, but the mineralization is defective, usually because of a vitamin D deficiency. So let's lock these profiles down right now. Osteoporosis, normal labs. Paget's, isolated high ALP. Osteomalacia, low calcium and low phosphate. You have to master these differences.
Okay, before we move into the case file, we have to go through the mandatory disclaimer. This content is for educational use for international boards prep only. It is not, and I repeat, not medical advice. For any clinical decisions, you must consult official guidelines and a specialist.
All right, with that out of the way, let's run a simulation. This is the kind of case that can walk right into your clinic.
So, picture this. You've got a 72-year-old man, and he comes in with a really weird complaint. He says his hat size keeps getting bigger. On top of that, he's got this deep, aching bone pain in his pelvis. So you run labs. His calcium? Normal. Phosphate? Also normal. But his alkaline phosphatase? Wow, it's 4 times the upper limit of normal. The intern who saw him first, he put down metastatic bone disease.
So what do you think? Do you agree with the intern on this, Wart?
Well, not quite. I mean, sure, metastatic disease is on the differential, but it usually messes with the calcium or phosphate levels. That increasing hat size, that is the classic, textbook, high-yield board clue for Paget's disease. His skull is literally getting thicker from all that crazy remodeling. For any global board exam, you need to remember this rule. An isolated high ALP in an older patient with bone pain is Paget's until proven otherwise.
Now, this whole case brings us to a huge board trap, one that trips up so many people, telling the difference between osteoporosis and osteomalacia. It's just so easy to see a low-impact fracture and your brain just screams osteoporosis. But listen to me, you absolutely have to check the labs.
Why? Because in osteoporosis, the labs are always normal, period. If you see low calcium, low phosphate, and a high parathyroid hormone, or PTH, that's not osteoporosis. That is osteomalacia. See, the bone isn't just thin, it's soft. It's weak because it doesn't have the minerals it needs to be strong. And this is why it's such a critical error. If you misdiagnose this and give a bisphosphonate to a patient with osteomalacia before you fix their vitamin D, you're basically trying to lock minerals into a bone that has no minerals to begin with. You will literally make the underlying problem so much worse. It's a dangerous mistake.
So let's be crystal clear on this. For a patient with a fracture and labs that show low calcium and phosphate, you diagnose osteomalacia. Step 1 is to correct the vitamin D and calcium deficiency first. Only then, once the chemistry is fixed, do you even think about other treatments like bisphosphonates. That is the correct and the safe protocol. Okay, time to lock this biochemical matrix into your brain. We're going to do a quick, rapid-fire review. You ready? Osteoporosis. Labs? Perfectly normal. Paget's disease. What are the labs?
Isolated high ALP, remember, with normal calcium and phosphate.
And here it is, the whole matrix, all in one place. Take a second and just burn this into your memory. Look how osteomalacia is the one that's a total outlier, right? Low calcium, low phosphate, high PTH. And notice that classic X-ray finding, looser zones. For Paget's, you're usually going to reach for bisphosphonates to cool down that chaotic remodeling. This table is your key.
All right, the architectural decay has been mapped. Mission briefing complete.
But look, if you can't stabilize a crashing patient in a thyroid storm or manage the absolute lethality of a myxedema coma,
then you are not ready for the endocrine boards. Watch the Endocrine Emergencies Explainer.
now.